I see you looking down at your phone. Go ahead, pick it up, JJ, because we have some breaking news as we are hearing that former Vikings quarterback Sam Darnold has reached an agreement. What are you seeing? What are you hearing as we are live here on CBS Sports HQ?
Yeah, so Sam Darnold is going to be the new quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. And so this is what we have been anticipating ever since Seattle traded Geno Smith to the Las Vegas Raiders for a third-round pick. They weren't necessarily all that interested, both sides, in signing a long-term deal there. He was up for a contract extension. He will get one with the Raiders. But this is about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, who he was with Minnesota. Man, if you just judged him off of those first 15, 16 games or so, you're saying, oh, well, the Vikings have to franchise tag Sam Darnold, and they'll have to figure it out from there. And then there was the regular season finale, and then there were the playoff game. And so those last two games really kind of left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. You knew that you weren't going to franchise tag Sam Darnold. And so then once Seattle opened up, it seemed like he could go there because they would be able to offer him a multi-year deal, or at least guarantees that would cover multiple years. Minnesota not willing to do that when you consider that they have J.J. McCarthy entering his second year, hopefully healthy this upcoming season with that knee, still on his rookie deal. And so Seattle opened up. It seemed like it was going to work. Seattle went out and got Clint Kubiak to be their offensive coordinator, previously with the New Orleans Saints, but also before that, the San Francisco 49ers, where Darnold was as a backup. So a lot of familiarity there. And so we have been anticipating, Jordan, a domino at quarterback to fall today. It finally has, with Sam Darnold heading to Seattle.
Yeah, you called that just, I don't even know at this point, a few hours ago. Can you confirm, before we get to what's really next for the Minnesota Vikings now that Sam Darnold has his deal with Seattle, can you confirm the terms of the deal? I know we're hearing it is 3 years, roughly $100 million. What are you seeing, JJ?
Yeah, some early numbers I'm still waiting to see the actual numbers. And so this is just as a blanket thing here. A lot of these numbers will be slightly inflated early on. Not all of them. And so the numbers that we have right here could very well be the real actual numbers, but we are not reporting those numbers just yet. However, they do look roughly about right. You know, he's going to be under the franchise tag that was at $40 million. This is a 3-year, roughly 100-ish million dollar contract. So you're in that 30s range for Sam Darnold. That's fair. $55 million guaranteed. That indicates to me that this is probably a 2-year deal, and then we'll see. We don't know about that third year for Sam Darnold and for the Seahawks, but he gets that sort of guaranteed money that would cover 2 years that the Minnesota Vikings were probably not willing to go to because they have J.J. McCarthy.
All right, we will wait for those fine details to come out and get confirmed for Sam Darnold as he gets a new deal with the Seattle Seahawks. So what's next for the Minnesota Vikings? What are you expecting, JJ?
So again, they have J.J. McCarthy. They are the ones who know more about his body and how he is feeling and where he is going and his projections. They know better than any other team. And so they are going to work to keep Daniel Jones and retain him, but they have some competition. And their top competition is going to be the Indianapolis Colts. Look, if you're Daniel Jones, this is what you have here. You are wanted by a couple of teams. You're wanted by the Colts, who you believe that you can go in and beat Anthony Richardson if it is a legitimate quarterback competition. Not, boy, they invested a top 5 pick in him, and so they're going to grade him on a curve. If it's a legitimate competition, if you're Daniel Jones, you believe that you can win this one, because all guys think that they can win any competition. You have the Cleveland Browns, who would be very interested in Daniel Jones. You know that, yes, they have put a lot of money into Deshaun Watson, but it does seem as though it's hard to believe that Deshaun Watson will play for the Cleveland Browns really much of 2025. He may have played his last snap for the Cleveland Browns, and so you have the potential to operate there. And then you have the Minnesota Vikings, a team that has double-digit wins, has talent across the board, one of the best, if not the best wide receiver in the game in Justin Jefferson. You have familiarity because you signed with them to the practice squad right after you were released by the Giants, and you have a head coach in Kevin O'Connell that can help any quarterback out there. And so 3 pretty solid options when you consider Daniel Jones and his potential to start somewhere. So that's where the Minnesota Vikings would certainly look next because they know that they have a bird in hand with J.J. McCarthy, but they always wanted to keep either Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones, and now they have turned their attention to Daniel Jones.
All right, let the chaos begin in the quarterback free agent market as the first domino falls. Sam Darnold heading to Seattle. You can get all the latest NFL news, highlights, scores. It's all here, and it's all free